Hi guys, good day. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Once again, I am Yanolo Akwame Adeyanyi, a rabbit farmer and a consultant. And here is my YouTube channel where I document my journey as a rabbit farmer. Currently, I'm in my farm, my father's house. And today on this YouTube page, I actually want to be talking on pellets or mash. You get on a group chat that I'm on earlier this week. There was an argument on what is better for your rabbits. Is it pellets or mash? Some people were like, oh, mash is more nutritious, mash gives them more energy, mash has more nutrition in it, mash this, mash that. Well, I'm happy to tell you that that is a lie, and that is true as well, as they both have their advantages and disadvantages. And just to educate you, mash and pellets, depending on they are both the same. It's just the texture that is different and the form of how you wish to put it, but they both contain the same nutritional value depending on what you've mixed or what the components are. So let's just put it this way: gari as gari or gari as eba, it is still gari. Do you understand? It is still gari. So for those who don't know what gari is cassava. You understand? Should I say powder form of cassava? Yeah. I can only best explain it as gari, which is what I'm used to, which is the native language to where I'm from. I'm just saying this in case if there is anyone who is not Nigerian or who is not African that doesn't know what gari is. But you can check ChatGPT, you can check Google for what gari is. So gari mixed with water, or gari mixed with hot water pounded together to get eba, it's still gari. You understand? So let's just take gari with cold water as mash and gari with hot water as pellets. Do you understand? It's still the same thing, but they both have advantages and disadvantages. For me, I prefer pellets. And what are the reasons why I prefer pellets is pellets would give you the right amount of nutrition. It would give the rabbits the right amount of nutrition. Now let's take it this way. We all know feed being in mashed form would be more like a powdery substance, yeah? And these are animals. Even we as humans, we have meals that we like the most. For instance, my sister doesn't like onions. I know there are lots of people who don't like seeing onions in their food also. And you'll bear me witness that you must have encountered people who, when they see onions in their food or when they see carrots, green peas, they put them aside. You understand? And they eat the main meal first. So if you have chickens at home, but you would notice most times that they tend to eat the maize first before eating every other thing. Some might not even be able to eat the limestone. Some might not be able to eat the palm kernel cake. They'll just eat maybe the concentrate and the maize. But when the food is pelletized, they don't have an option to select. They eat everything, they take everything as a whole. So that's one of the advantages of having mash, of having pellets instead of mash. You understand? And you bear me witness that most times when you go back to your feeder, you would still meet some particles of feed in it. And that's because these chickens or these rabbits would not eat everything as a whole. They will just select a few things that they like and they are done. You understand? So even at that, you get to waste feed, which is an advantage of having pellets instead of mash. With pellets, there is no wastage of limestone, there is no wastage of concentrates, there is no wastage of palm kernel cake, there is no wastage of maize itself. Because the rabbits, the chickens are going to eat the pellet as a whole. The pellet has helped you form everything into a whole bunch of little drops of little solid forms, which they are going to eat. But mash, they will be powdery. And they just eat what they like. They select what they like. Pellets also supports their digestion, as they will be able to eat the fiber very well and not select what they want and what they don't want. There was a time when my rabbits don't eat the palm kernel cake. They eat a few of them, but they select what to eat and what not to eat. They select what to eat and not what to eat. So the palm kernel cakes that are not properly being grounded, they don't eat it. They only eat what they can. But if in pellet form now, they eat everything. They don't say this is what I want to eat and this is not what I want to eat. So mash would not give you the advantage of not having any feed for waste. Mash will not give you the advantage of your rabbits not selecting what to eat. Because when it's in mash form and not pelletized, they are going to select what they want and what materials they don't want. But when it is pelletized, they don't have that choice. You understand? And pellets would last longer, as it's not going to absorb moisture, unlike mash that would absorb moisture. So this is just a short video to tell you that basically there is no difference between mash and pellet, as it is the nutrients that the feed contains that matters. So there is basically no difference. It's not like one is better than the other. But depending on farmer, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer your feed being wasted or your feed not being wasted? Do you prefer your livestock selecting what to eat or them not selecting what to eat to absorb 100% of the nutrients? So till next time, guys. Bye bye.